Hey everyone, welcome back to an MSF Roundtable episode 13. So you're noticing that the format's a little different. That's because my computer decided to have a complete meltdown, and so we're actually on Nietzsche's channel. So hello everyone on Nietzsche's channel. So episode 13, pretty exciting stuff. So some public announcements. Now we do have to start with something really sad. Is Goofy is now leaving as a regular member of the MSF Roundtable. However, he will be back as guests as we progress through. Another one is that we are changing the time. So instead of it being midnight for the East Coast, we're moving it to, 9 p.m. We're moving it to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would be 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Pacific time. Trust the Aussie to stuff up the times. And then we're potentially moving to Saturday. But if you've joined my Discord, then you'll be able to keep up to date with that. Other than that, guys, how's everyone been?
Sick.
Awesome.
Great.
Awesome. So this week's special guest is Carot. How you doing, brother?
Pretty good. How about you?
Apologies for the technical difficulties.
We'll just blame it on me. We'll just say I used up the luck last week.
Yeah.
Blame me. I used up all the luck last week, so we'll just blame it on me.
All good, brother. All good. So, could you tell us, viewers at home and on the podcast, a bit about yourself and a bit about your channel and where we can find you?
I've been doing Marvel Strike Force for, I've got 799 days logged in on the main account, 7.3 mil TCP on that. I've got a baby account. I just started doing a Race to Ultron mini race with Bombay and the Goofyrhexxi 1991. That one's got 25 days logged in and about 176k TCP. Been streaming Marvel Strike Force off and on for about the past 2 years, mostly off, more on the last few months. And just, I love the community. Everybody's freaking supportive, badass, no issues there.
Awesome, man. We have, to replace Goofy this week, we have Supervillainben coming back. How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing terrific. Great to see everybody again. Always a pleasure to be here. If this format sort of continues, I'm going to have to rebrand to Supervillainben, but I'm really happy to be here. A lot of awesome stuff happening in the game, so yeah, pleased and ready to have a really good show.
Yeah, awesome. Dapper, what has been going on?
Everything's good. Just having a headache trying to build a PC. It's not a good idea for a blind man to build PC. I feel like Daredevil. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good. Same progression. I'm at 10 million .1 on my main account, and the alt account is saying Spies before, and that's pretty much it.
Awesome. Crayvis, how you been doing, brother?
I have been doing all right. I finally got through my Sinister Six. I used kind of half a Sinister Six 2.0 to get through Villain 7 to 3 on little baby Crayvis. In case you were curious, I did it just under 170k on the team. So it is possible. It was definitely a 1-star all the way around. Now we're working on Mystic villains, I think, for the Hella Farm. So that's kind of where we're at for that. And then just Big Crayvis finally finished getting 5 7-star characters for the silly block party event. So at least I can get T4s every other month. So that's not nothing. It's almost nothing. It's something.
That's good. So Lex, chilling out in the studio. I like it. Your keyboards are the wrong way, right? Shouldn't it be the other way?
What's good, man? How's everybody doing?
No, we played it.
Yeah, what's been going on, man?
I was sick pretty much all last week, and I'm finally just starting to recover a little bit. But in the meantime, I've been playing. I finally hit a little over 2 million TCP, which is cool. I'm just about to gear up for Black Bolt. I'm ready for Black Bolt. I'm excited about that. I'm finishing out tier 13 in a couple characters, and then I'm going to start working on my Inhumans. That's about it, man.
That's exciting, bro. That's exciting. And Nietzsche, what has been going on, brother?
Yeah, not a lot. Just working on characters towards the DD4. I recently downloaded. I'll have to get back to you on his name who created the spreadsheet because I want to give him actual credit for it. But it checks how much gear you need to farm, how much gear you need.
Verondis?
No, it wasn't Verondis who created the spreadsheet. He, I believe, participated in it. But
it says on my spreadsheet that I stole Verondis.
well, maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's where my aim is at right now. Is gearing up characters to DD4 and hopefully getting in there within the next month and a half to start that and catch up with I don't know about catch up, but Fates of Fury and them are gonna kick my ass a quack. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm going at the moment.
So I do want to touch back on that. Guys, for listening, it will be in the description, a link to this spreadsheet. Obviously, it's not done by us, but it is a very good tool to sort of help you move towards, what characters you want. And last but not least, Xero, what is going on, my man?
Oh, man, I was waiting.
Always last. Always last.
So throughout the week...
Best for last.
Yeah. So for this week, I was able to get through DD3 and start up my timed run, and I'm just so happy about it, man. It's so easy now. I'm just not pulling my hair, coring out, doing anything crazy like that. Also, we did a giveaway of two $25 gift cards to two lucky people. One was Avalanche. He was a test run, and I'm sorry in advance, but. We did give those away out, and we were fortunate enough to have, Thunderbird win and Kid win. Kid came out with a huge dub. He ended up getting a 6 red Ghost, and Thunderbird ended up getting a 6 red Quake. Make sure you look like a sad mark. Yeah.
The opposite to delicious.
But other than that, I mean, this week's been pretty good, man. The community's been pretty relaxed. We're watching Fate's Fury destroy to Dano, so that's a plus.
Do you know Fates?
Not personally, but I've seen him running around now.
Fair enough. A nice little rivalry there. I like it.
Yeah.
So for me, guys, Dark Dimension 3, I'm up to Node 6. I'm about halfway, so slowly getting through those globals. Currently still only got, unfortunately, Thanos, Colossus and Phoenix. Yeah, hacked the game. Oh, look at that, I finished it. And working towards bringing in Emma at the moment. She's missing 4 pieces, which is, unfortunate, but that's where it is. So other than that, I've nearly got Andy, Venom, Thanos, and Emma to that Gear 14, so I can bring them in. So I know Anti-Venom is City Node, so I should probably wait, but I use symbiotes in a lot of the other areas of the game, so it just behooves me to make that Holy Trinity that much more powerful. Awesome, guys. So now we're going to kick into the segments. You know them, you love them. We're going to kick over to my boy Dapper. What's cracking?
Well, Xero actually started it off for me with 6 red star elite orbs. That is a great deal. Then you also got those silver promotion credits with a bunch of goodies for $25. They've been kind of spoiling us. You got the $1 ghosts, orbs. There's just a bunch of great offers this week that didn't know really what to do, so I just closed my eyes and just started hitting okay with everything. But that's pretty much what's cracking with the offers.
Yeah, that's good. Now we're going to go to the opposite end of the scale to the free-to-play, Goofing on a dime. Supervillainben, take it away.
Yeah, there's still a lot going on in the game. Last time I was on, I mentioned that I might not even take all my symbiotes up to gear tier 14. That's right out the window. They're my strongest team now. And I'm using them in U7, D5, and everything. Obviously, on the free to play side of things, we're going to the happy place. We're pretending those offers don't exist. They're trying to reel you in with the 99-cent offers and the $1.99s. I mean, honestly, do your thing. I'm sort of free to play, like by principle or whatever. So I do ignore those. But I mean, if you're going to spend your $3, $5, $10, $12, $17 a month, do your thing. But basically just showing up and getting everything the game gives you for free, putting in that max effort and everything, and showing up. So that's half the battle.
And there you have it, free to play, don't spend anything, in case you were confused. We're now going to head over to the war room with Xero.
All right. I'm going to tell you one thing and one thing only. Do not just go in there with some BS team, think you're going to win, and then just completely, give them a free defensive win to get that MVP. I was watching Nietzsche stream, and he's like, "Man, my alliance is gonna kill me if I don't win this. I gotta kill these guys now."
Hey, I won.
So, yeah, you did win.
You take that back.
But seriously, for war, definitely take it one step at a time. Work on every team, one team at a time, and then just build the stepstones for that. Because obviously, with other teams getting pushed out for newer meta teams coming in, just work on that so that way you're more profitable when you go to a next alliance. That's what I'm seeing right now, at least.
Yeah, good. Thanks very much. All right, so we're going to head over to beginner's luck. Lex in the studio.
What's good? Yes. Like I said, so I've been sick this last week, so I haven't had time to really put together anything new, but just, pretty much the same principles. A lot of things that the free-to-play players do, hit all your milestones, put in the work, get as many rewards as you can, farm those beginning teams to get your legendaries unlocked. Sinister 6, they're all farmable. You can get any of them. They will get you 2 legendaries off the bat. They're a great place to start. Your legendaries, are going to be some of your most important characters, especially at the beginning of the game when you're trying to build up your roster. Try to conserve resources the best you can. Only use them where you need them, especially on the stuff that you're working on. And that's about it, man.
Good. Some good stuff there. All right, now we're going to move over to some, a bit of governance, right, with Crayvis's Corner. Let us know what's going on.
Hey there, friends and neighbors. I got something a little bit different for you this week, because this week is a holiday week, and holidays are usually a little stressful when as it pertains to normal stuff, not even considering the fact that this is a 2020 holiday week, which is just all kinds of we don't even know what safe to even do for holidays. But please don't turn this game into a job for yourself, right? You got to find ways to kind of boost morale for your alliance mates and that kind of things. You can do things like call out little achievements, like when people get 3 or 4 defensive wins with kind of a scrub team. Throw it out there. They're excited by it, and they'll be excited that you saw it and said something about it. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of don't have too harsh of expectations, especially if you're trying to progress through an ultimate difficulty or something like that. This week, just kind of let people kind of slide a little bit on stuff.
It's true. It is the holiday season. Well, for you guys, for us, we don't celebrate it. But I was chucking in chat. Happy.
Y'all ate yesterday too. It's the same thing. We just ate a lot yesterday, and you did.
We just ate a lot yesterday.
Now we're going to go into the basement with the Fight Club. Nietzsche.
I mean, there's really not a lot new that has happened in the PvP world. None of the new characters have really made a staple or a mark on PvP. The new game modes, you have restricted, basically quick match, and you have a restricted balance. Personally, I keep forgetting balance is restricted, so I keep messing that one up. But they haven't really introduced anything new, like truly new yet to the PvP world. I'm waiting for that. I will love it once they do, and hoping for it to come soon.
Yeah, hopefully with these new, I'm probably going to talk a bit about it more when we hit the rumor has it segment. But hopefully some new things coming to the game should enlighten you. All right, and now we're kicking off to the doghouse with Mendawgs and Carot. So, bro, if you didn't see last week, we've added this new segment where me and the streamer, we have a chat, and the guest, bro, have a chat and, get to know you a bit more. So you obviously stream Marvel Strike Force. That's how we met. Do you play other games, or is really just Marvel Strike Force Mobiles your only sort of games?
Lately it's been Marvel Strike Force, but I have branch out to all different kinds of games. Currently it's been Marvel Strike Force with a little bit of World of Warcraft, playing the new expansion Shadowlands on the side. That's been very minimal so far, but I've always loved World of Warcraft. Every once in a while I foray into different FPSs. I've played Destiny 2, most of the Call of Duties, although I haven't touched one in several years, so
New one's meant to be good.
Yeah.
Cold War. Cool, man. So, so what brought you to Marvel Strike Force? Was it just because it was a mobile game and you're like, I've got time to kill, or do you actually like Marvel?
I love Marvel from childhood. Cousin of mine, who he's actually my second cousin, he's my dad's cousin, was big time nerd collector into Marvel comics, freaking Magic the Gathering cards, all kinds of stuff. And so he actually took me to a comic book store one time and bought me one of the Ultimate Spider-Mans that involved Carnage, Scream, and several other characters. I think even Captain America was in it. And so I've always had a thing for the Marvel, like never collected comic books and never got real heavy into it, but I always loved watching, like the Fox Kids Spider-Man and the Fox Kids X-Men and all of those when I was growing up. I've loved every freaking Marvel movie they've put out. So I've always been kind of a big Marvel fan. So when I saw Marvel Strike Force come out, I started playing it. I don't think I started day one. Probably started a month after, and I kind of took small breaks at first, and then I just got heavy into it and kept playing. Yes, Breezy, I even liked Captain Marvel. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites, but I did like it. The new X-Men movies, the First Class and all of those, yes, although it kind of convoluted the timeline. In actuality, the most hated Marvel movie for me is X-Men Last Stand.
Yeah, that was terrible.
That movie
terrible.
Nuts to no end.
I don't know. Dark Phoenix also is up there as well.
Yeah, I would rate it above Last Stand, but still crap.
It's anyway. Yeah. So, who's your favorite character in? And you can do in both the game and comics or movies.
Oh,
if you
gosh. Favorite character in the game so far? Oh,
doesn't have to be the strongest. Just your favorite.
In all honesty, it would have to be the symbiotes on even. Although I do kind of like Anti-Venom above the others. I don't know. It's kind of a back and forth between Anti-Venom and Scream as far as in the game. Cinematic universe, I always had a thing for Spider-Man. Like, if I could have anybody's powers, it would be Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's awesome.
Yeah, he's always been my favorite character out of all of them. I mean, primarily I liked his entire universe and X-Men. As I said, I watched all the Fox Kids cartoons for both of those series, so those have been
Nice.
breezy. So I'm gonna need your
question to
address
ask
so we
Carrot
can fight.
about that later.
What was that, Crayvis?
I said I have a question to ask Carrot about the X-Men cartoon later.
Oh boy.
Over to you, Crayvis. Over to you.
Right, Carrot. The first episode, right, where Morph goes and gets killed, and then Scott gets gut punched by Wolverine because Morph got killed, right?
Yeah.
The whole series is better if he gut punches him with the claws out, kills him right there, right?
Yes.
Thank you. You were the first person who's agreed with me. Thank you. Because all he is a wet blanket. He never lets anybody do anything. I hated that guy.
That's his question for every guest. All right then. So we normally kick off with the news, right? But there was no new post. Who wants to take over? So who's been watching Remenex streaming DD4? So I think that's something that Lex, do you want to kick it off? What's your first opinions of sort of how that's tracking? Because I know he's streaming someone who is actually playing it.
Yeah, Jack's playing it.
So from what I witnessed, like he had to restart a few different times, but he got to the point eventually where he was doing, I mean, he was I don't know, maybe what does it say, 15 or 20% through, and he's been doing it mostly with Pimtech, and everybody was kind of unsure how they were going to be at first and how they were going to work, and they're actually not doing too bad. So we'll see what happens on the later nodes. It might be different on the later nodes, but so far, yeah, I guess they're doing pretty much what they said, but what Scopely said. But I also know that Rem also didn't have them all at 7 stars. I believe they were all 4 and 5 red star, or 5 and 6 red star. I can't remember exactly what. But
well, it wasn't Rem playing it. It was Rem watching Jax play it.
Oh, he was watching. Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jax was sharing the screen. Jax is from Legion of Cabal.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe Remenex isn't at even level 80 at the moment, so he's still.
No, he's not.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's 77.
Yeah, so I don't think he's going in a super rush. Obviously, he wants to probably be one of the first, but I think overall, and this is where I'm sort of taking the approach too, is that I'm just waiting to see the most optimum team and then work on that team, because the resources are huge. As I said, we'll put in the link in the description, the DD4 orange gear calculator, and you will just be overwhelmed with how much gear. So you definitely don't want to be putting it on a character. But so interesting for me, and I'll go around the table, but Captain America has been in these teams. What do we think about that? I'll kick it over to you, Carot.
Captain America. That's a name I didn't think I'd hear in a freaking Dark Dimension team.
He's in there. I can't bring it up, obviously, but Fates.
Fates, he's Captain America and Black Widow.
I mean, Captain America's always been a badass character. Not necessarily always in the game. I know after they did the Wave 1 Avenger rework, that team definitely got better, but not something I would have expected in Dark Dimension. To be honest, from the time they announced Pimtech, I figured Pimtech was going to be one of two things. It was either going to be a catch-up for the newer players to get through the first 3 DDs to get up to that DD4, or a small chance of them being somewhat usable in DD4, and then only to find out halfway through you're going to get punched in the face and you're going to cry a little. But Cap and Black Widow, not 2 characters I would have pegged to be up there for DD4. That's kind of nice.
Fate's punching through it with Mr. Sinister, Ghost, Black Widow, and Captain America.
Fate is taking a smart approach about it, and he's using that team because it's the cheapest for gear.
Okay, there you go.
He has high red stars on them as well.
I
But
would debate
that
a little bit. Like cheapest gear, he might, but and high red stars, absolutely. So Captain America could be good in his situation. However, he is taking another bio spot. And bio
Yeah,
already
that's the whole
has
problem.
the most character usage in Dark Dimension 4. So unless you're a Fate, unless you're one of these top end players who have been sitting here banking up all of your gear, I don't know if he's going to be a number one pick for the majority of people.
I should
Really,
like,
that's
so sorry when I was saying it was interesting to see Captain America and stuff. Very interesting. Dapper, these are the cheapest guys to bring in. At this point, the guys are trying to get that first position, so it's a bit of a race. So I guess go for the cheapest ones and hopefully you can get through. I was just saying it was super interesting to see that, and then obviously he's got a Ghost as well. And this is you, Supervillainben, as a free-to-play person where you can't just suddenly spend, X amount of money to speed up the process, are you waiting until, we've got some real good testing? Are you rushing to get to the level 80? Are you just taking your time so then by the time you're ready?
I mean, if you're not number one, then what's the point? No, so
Supervillainben is now the official biggest Kraken in the game.
Well, I'm just saying the guy that finishes number 3 spent a ton of money and didn't really, he doesn't get his name on the wall. But so for me, obviously,
I think it's top 3. I think it's top 3. Isn't it?
Oh, is it? Okay, well, I guess that would be different.
I've only
that's
seen
great.
Widowmaker. I ain't seen the top 3 of DD2.
Yeah, that might be different, but regardless, I'm 76 now. I'm kind of coasting my way up to 80, just accumulating as many of these new mini uniques as possible. I sort of assume that in the next couple of months they'll probably, it could just be the Pimtech team, but they may release some characters that are really kind of dominant or game changing in DD4 that are not available at launch of DD4. So perhaps that'll be around the time that I'm hitting 80, but we'll just have to see. Like I said, it's basically leveling up to 80 right now. And of course, taking in what everybody else is having success with, kind of probably Captain America's aside and everything. But I guess I'll just have to see to make that final determination. It sounds like Pimtech is actually returning good results. So, that could be an option. I'll have to decide basically if they're worth it by the time I hit 80, but I hope that gives you enough info.
I should point out, and maybe it was just due to kits and stuff like that, but no one's actually taken in a full Pimtech team. So I find that interesting.
Okay.
And look, we're a bit limited, right? So we can only see the leaderboards, but it Ghost seems to be in every team because I think that's just an overall really good kit. But there is no scene. There is Stature popping in and Ant-Man and Wasp. So he's got Ant-Man, Wasp, Stature, and Emma as well. So there is that. Maybe the whole team will make it a lot easier, but we'll have to find out. So before we wrap up the news, does anyone have anything they want to talk about with the news?
Yeah. As far as characters like Scarlet Witch and Captain America go, they don't actually surprise me that much. And the reason I want to tell you is because things in Dark Dimension 4 aren't tuned quite as harshly as Dark Dimension 3. Like once you get there, stuff doesn't if there's a Miss Marvel, that assist combo probably isn't going to one-shot your Cap because he's got a high block stat and he's got defense up because he taunted. You know what I'm saying? He's always got that speed up because Scarlet Witch is there and she's a great control piece. So that makes sense to me, actually.
It's Black Widow. But I think you're
Black Witch, Black Scarlet Witch. I can't tell the difference between them. They're both redheads. I'm sorry. Yes, I did. I would like to.
Crayvis is colorblind.
Avoid being colorblind.
I don't even know who you are.
Does anyone else have anything before we kick off to everyone's favorite segment? No one's got anything? All right. For our favorite segment, it's the viewers at the home love this. Rumor has it, guys, get your tinfoil hats.
Shoot.
Dapper just left.
I'm getting out of here.
Oh, yours almost looks like the Burger King crowd. I love that.
Poke Carrot. And Lex is on it. Lex is back. He's Dr. Zeus. All right, guys. So I'm going to kick off with a couple of juicy rumors, and then we'll kick it over to everyone else. So the next patch that's coming out is meant to cover longer than normal. So normally it's about a month, and that's just due to Christmas, New Year's, and all that stuff. So I've heard a couple of things. I'm going to go with one thing, and then if no one else brings it up, bring up the other thing. But we're getting 6 characters in this next patch. We're getting Iceman, Kitty Pryde, Shatterstar, which we saw already in Longshot, Red Guardian, and then I've also heard it's either Elena, who's the new Black Widow, or Nightcrawler. What do we think of that?
Most likely it's going to be Nightcrawler. Can't wait.
We all want Nightcrawler, so it's probably going to be Elena. But no, super exciting stuff. Some real fan favorite characters there. 6 characters though. I think. Oh my goodness, how much gear is that? And the money. Does anyone else have any? The money. Does anyone else have any rumors? Juicy rumors. We want juicy.
Yes, I do. But before I even say my rumor, I just want to say that Crayvis looks like the Mortal Kombat character who takes off the heads and throw it at people.
Raiden does.
No, not Raiden. Raiden's the Thunder God.
So
as soon as I figure out how to get the damn thing to come back, I'll be able to do it more efficiently.
So rumor has it is that the reason Goofy's leaving us is because he will be the next new character, the next legendary. And, we can't have him here because that's Gus.
They're modeling his body.
I'm gonna tell you, if they drop a Goofy in the game, I'm gearing him. I'll take him to DD4.
So
he's gonna give me a Doom.
I heard his passive is some swinging his towel around saying "Let's go." So
His special ability is his train, dude. A big train comes and runs people over.
Yes,
does 4,000% damage to all characters.
It's not a rumor, but I saw something on Reddit that had a probable kit for Peter from the Deadpool movie. Oh my god, that was the funniest thing I'd ever read in my life. Every time a character takes a turn, he goes and high fives him and gives him defense up.
Super passive.
Oh my god, the best.
Does anyone else have any?
But I wish they would.
Does anyone have any juicy rumors before I lay on my second one?
The only thing I've heard is what you guys said, Nightcrawler, and then I also heard Iceman is coming.
Yeah, I heard Iceman.
Yeah.
Too.
I keep hearing about Iceman, so
I've been hoping for Nightcrawler, Rogue, and Gambit, but
Rogue and Gambit, rumored for Valentine's Day. Yeah. So the second one is
milestone.
That's correct. Goofy is an envoy now, so congratulations to him. Whew. My man. My second rumor is they're going to drop for the next patch. They're going to drop the battle pass. Now I don't want to get into a huge debate. We've already talked about it because we still have no details, but it is coming next patch. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's a good thing.
I hate it.
I've seen a lot of good things. I've seen a lot of good ways that they can implement it. Not them specifically, but other games. So I'm pretty excited for it, especially free stuff. Supervillainben's like, more free stuff. Sign me up.
I was about to say, Ben, how do you feel about that,
it's
bro?
for me.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to look at it, to be perfectly honest with you, because I really hope that it's not one of these things where there's obviously the free tier and then there's like the purchase tier or whatever, and I hope that the free tier is not just like an absolute pittance compared to if you really play this game, like you have the purchase tier or whatever. So I mean, I don't totally rule me out from going there if they do it right, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Like I said, I just hope it's not weighted so heavily that they still categorize this as a free to play game, right? So I hope it's balanced. I hope it's enticing. Really, I hope I want to get it.
Which you won't because you're free to play, right? But it's good to be enticed. Yeah, it's good to be enticing. And the next patch is going to include. This is not really a rumor; they've already said it. But the next patch is going to include the simmon of Blitz. And interestingly enough, they haven't really talked about it. So I'm presuming next week that's probably one of the topics we will talk about because we still want to see what that means. Like, so obviously when you simmon it, it speeds it up like 99% or whatever. So it is playing the round. It's just flipping it off. But next week we'll probably talk about that because they'll probably drop probably not the patch, but they will probably drop some details about that coming out. Before we wrap up this segment, does anyone have anything else for the juicy rumors?
It's not a rumor, but there had better be some stuff in the patch that actually gives some stuff that people might want, because we haven't had any shards, any symbiotes, any shards of like any of these pimp tech idiots, like no extra events in like 2 months now?
Expect the Orb one starting next month as well.
They had better do something nice with it.
I'm hearing Jubilee for
I'm hearing a vomiting session from Crayvis.
For the what? Sorry.
All the vomit.
So what was that? What was that, Nietzsche?
I'm hearing rumor has it a Jubilee for the New Year's new character fireworks. She might be what we're about to
I can see the colors. Oh, there you go. You heard it here first. That rumor has it. We're not allowed to have anyone who's actually part of the Envoy program through in this segment. It's a legal thing. They sweating bullets over there. Shh. All right, guys. So we're going to kick off with a new segment called ISO Review. I'm not going to steal away Ken's one. He does it every Wednesday. Definitely check him out. But we were getting questions. And because we've swapped channels, this might be a bit delayed. But we were. So Wednesdays, Ken does, and then he publishes the video. He does a team specifically where we do some tests and stuff. So we're not going to be doing testing on this, obviously, to delay the show. But is anyone? So we've probably gone to death the Reminex one. Have people been testing that? Because we've actually, since I've been doing the that little segment with Ken, we've been finding some interesting choices. So one of them was for Domino, I use as a barrier to keep her alive. Granted, barrier is probably not that great in the beginning, but anyone using some really out there ones?
I've pretty much been following what Reminex has in his spreadsheet. I've got to go back and double check some of mine. Primarily the ones I've actually worked up is symbiotes are all ISO level 4, with the exception of Venom, who's at 5, and Carnage, who's at 5. Which, I believe I've still got them set up with the same classes that he had them. Let me check. And then aside from them, I've got Ma was the first one I did up to level 5. He's set for healer. Looks like I've got Carnage set as skirmisher. Yeah, Carnage is set as skirmisher, and I know Venom I've got set as striker. But like I said, I pretty much have been following what Reminex has in his spreadsheet when it comes to setting up my teams. And Black Order and symbiotes are the two that I'm actually focusing. Oh, and BB. I forgot. I've got BB at level 5 as well. Striker.
Striker? Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So definitely check out Ken's stream on Wednesdays. I think he does it about 5 p.m. or something. If you want to do some testing, or he does have it on YouTube. It's a bit of a quick new one. We weren't able to get together, so next week we'll have a bit more of a structured thing on that. But yeah, we'll start to include that. So on my Discord, hit us up for some ISO questions. Whether that's farming, whether that's specific characters and stuff like that. So we are finding some differences between the Reminex one and our own testing. I think the advantage of ISO is definitely that trial by error sort of thing. So some things work really well, and yeah, it's good just good to have a bit of a quick chat about it. Carrot, since it's your first time, always ask this for the guests: how are you actually finding ISO? Are you enjoying it? You enjoying the class system?
I am loving it. I love the fact of it doesn't take a whole lot of extra time to go in and farm the currency, farm the nodes. I kind of find myself wanting a little more. I love the prospect of, or not the prospect, the potential of what they could do with it. I'm looking forward to when they start adding more classes. What I'm not looking forward to is if they put a speed class in there. I have the feeling that that is going to tip the balances in several areas. But on the same note, I love it. I had several Alliance members that were complaining at the start and were like, "Oh, I'm going to quit the game. It's another thing I got to farm." And I'm like, dude, it takes like 2 seconds to go hit that real quick. It's not anything extra. And any time you got to spend on that, you're going to gain that time back when they put Sim in for Blitz. So you're not really losing anything there on having to farm extra. So I'm enjoying it.
I do like the simple fact, and I am actually excited for new classes. We talked about this a couple of episodes ago, but they are bringing like blue, purple, all those other tiers. So we're currently on green. I think they mentioned, and someone can correct me on this, but I thought they mentioned that they weren't going to add speed to this. It was just always going to be a stat booster. Can anyone?
Yeah, they're not planning to add no speed into it.
I'm pretty sure they don't want to add speed into it because once you let that genie out of the bottle, you can't get it back. They can easily balance their game right now with the speeds the way they're set. They just make a character faster than the last character, and it'll go first, with the exception of some teams. So,
yep. And I was going to say, I also wanted to tag in, I also love the changes that those classes provide. A team you may have been able to easily go in and take out with this specific counter, you might not be able to with the classes set up a specific way. You may have to adjust that. So it definitely adds more playability and you know, having to strategize a little better on what you're going to pick.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I actually think it's a well thought out process, and it is good to see that theory craft and potential. And you hit on the head, Carrot. The fact that you can knock out certain teams beforehand, and now you probably can't, which I think is absolutely awesome. And always interested to see different tiers for that, different classes. I was thinking about this the other day, and maybe people correct me, but we know that tier 5 fortifies pretty good, you know, at that point. I was thinking maybe they already have the scale system right, so they want us to get comfortable with this. They said spring next year, your spring, not my spring, which is nearly over. They're going to bring out new classes and they're going to bring out new tiers, so they've given us some time to, you know, get used to the system. I'm thinking maybe at the higher tier levels, maybe Fortify becomes one of those killer ones where I think at the moment it's kind of left in the dark. And if they bump it up too much, maybe it'll get too powerful. But no, interesting stuff there. I don't have a main topic. I guess we can talk more about DD4. We sort of talked about it in the news. None of us are obviously doing DD4. Does anyone have anything, or we can kick into Q&A?
So I will say this about DD4, even though I'm not in it, prepare yourself for the specific notes. Read exact. I know it's tough for me. I can't read. That's why I have Penguin. I pay him the you know, under the counter money. I'm telling you, set your teams up for the specific nodes. Don't be like, hey, because you have to have at least 4 or 5, if that's correct. Dapper and Nietzsche?
You need 4.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so you need at least 4. So Tadano right now, I think he's running into a huge issue because he might be like me. He probably didn't read it. So set yourself up for success and just read it, or have someone read it to you.
I'm about to come up with a video next week actually about DD4 and prepping for that. Again, not in it, but yeah, definitely check that out.
I do think that.
Go, Nietzsche.
Okay, I do think that DD4 seems to not be the same as DD3, where DD3 had that super increased amount damage. You're gonna have multiple attacks. It looks like Fates. It looks like Tadando. They are one-shotting these nodes, so it's looking a little bit closer to a DD2 type fight, where maybe a little bit of survivability and have enough damage, you're gonna be able to one-shot the nodes. I do think it's they leaned a little bit too far to that side, and MSF is going to regret that, because I feel like these guys, as soon as they get enough cosmic characters, as soon as they get enough city characters and then legendary characters, they're gonna have Doom in the next couple of weeks. And I don't think the Scopely Marvel Strike Force was expecting that. It's it's definitely something we all need to consider. I don't think that it's going to matter as much what characters we bring in as it did in DD3.
All right, on that note, and you actually have a really good argument for both. Are we happy that it's more feeling towards that DD2 than that DD3 thing? We'll go around the table. Carrot, what are you hearing that? What are your feelings about DD4?
I'm liking the fact that it's more in line with DD2 than DD4 or DD3 is, because I actually just started DD3. I'm now on day 3. First 2 attacks on node 2. I have a semi-decent team running Phoenix, Minerva, Colossus, and then Nick Fury and the Accidental Scream, as I like to call it. Got a little click happy with the equip all button there, and she kind of made it to gear tier 14 before anybody else. So,
damn.
Yeah, it kind of made me cry a little, because I actually wanted to take either SSM or Anti-Venom up there first, and yeah, hit one too many times. So just got through to node 2, and it's all the nightmare I've been hearing. So if DD4 is more in line with DD2, I'm going to enjoy that, because by the time I got to DD2 on my first run through, I had to do a lot of resets, but I managed to finish all nodes in one attack, with the exception of the Ultron node. That one I actually had to go through multiple attacks on, and I had more fun doing that versus the nope, look, I took out one, yay, did I get Phoenix's ult off? Yeah, that's not quite as fun for me as DD2 was, so I'm definitely looking forward to that.
No, I agree. Xero, what do you think?
I just think that you just got to prepare. That's it. And that's all you got to do. Set your teams up, do what everyone else. Well, I don't want to say do what everyone else is doing. Do your own thing. Make some sort of thing on your phone or your computer, like what teams you plan on taking up there, and slowly work them. But don't take them all the way up to like 14, with all these Krakens and Olympians that are inside DD4, we're gonna see what they're gonna put out for us. And then hopefully after they're done, then now, they're going to start trickling in the DD4 requirements. They're going to start putting it into campaign nodes or new Doom nodes to be able to start farming for it. Or maybe even make a new store for us, like I said in a previous video, for just specifically 75 to 80 and 75 and above. That we'll have our own store to ourselves. That way it just makes it so much more simpler for us to go and buy stuff.
Yeah, and look, that's actually a really good point. Getting rid of those blue gears that there's heaps of them in the store. Supervillainben.
I have to say that if that's the case, and I have to be honest, I haven't actually seen just a ton of DD4 at this point, but if that is the case, it's probably that maybe they realize that they overtuned DD3, just a teensy bit. I think that it's unfortunately just realize that it's not fun to have two of your characters dead and everybody else in the red or whatever before you get to go every time or whatever. And there's no limit to how high numbers go, so that's just kind of lazy about it. But that's exciting to me because that it can still be enjoyable and challenging in a whole lot of other different ways, like DD2 whatnot, or something completely different, who knows. So I am excited to hear that it's not just 4 times as difficult as DD3. That makes me want to go see what it's all about.
Yeah. Dapper,
What's up?
Perfect.
DD4. He's got his fedora on. He's like, what's going on?
He loses powers.
So Dark Dimension 4, from what I hear, the problem is that people are running is that they need to run with a full team set to do good in Dark Dimension. But the problem is that it's a bottleneck with all the gear using. So like Fate, he went hard with the bio gear, and that might affect him later on when he does the city nodes per se, because the symbiotes will need bio gears. So that's the whole thing. Is first of all, don't be like me and put one gear at a time. Wait until you can put everything together and then see, because by that time a new character might come out that might be meta for Dark Dimension 4. So that's why I'm really just taking my time to get there.
Crayvis.
Well, as someone who has just entered Dark Dimension 3, the majesty that is Dark Dimension 3, I think I might have more fun actually slamming my hand in the door of my car than I do trying to get Phoenix's ult off, because it takes legit 10 resets. So if DD4 is not going to be that, then I'm fine with that, right? Like, I think in a year and a half, it's going to be, don't even stress DD3, just go straight to DD4, and then you'll be able to auto it with the idiots that you know what I mean? Because I think, as somebody said earlier, DD3 is just way overtuned. So I think they're getting back to the correct direction.
I have to admit, I know, like, Remedex has been doing some play testing with new characters and throwing them in DD3. I think he's done that a fair few times now. Whenever I say I've just finished DD2, people have fond memories of DD2. Probably not Nietzsche when he started, and it was a 6-month deal, but definitely now, like, we streamed it. Lex, you streamed yours. We've all, most of us who are newer have streamed it. It was fun. It was a little. We had better characters, granted, and I agree. It's that sort of. I'm telling guys, do DD2 first, and then take in Ultron and just smash through DD1. I think that might be the same thing. Bringing in Doom into DD3. A little late for me though, because I've already started DD3. Lex, what do you think about this?
So, I'm sorry, can you ask me the question one more time? Because everybody was talking and I was listening to what everybody was saying.
Yeah, no dramas. So DD4 seems to be, because people are going through relatively quickly, right? And so they're saying that it's more tuned to what DD2 was than what DD3 was, where you take in a character, he dies, see you later. And I think inherently it was because of Phoenix, which I'm sure the Legendary nodes are going to be pretty bloody hard, because the Legendaries are good in this game. What are your thoughts about hearing about, DD4 being more of an experience than what DD3 is?
Well, first of all, I like the fact that the hit damage is a lot less, because that's one thing I'm really stressing about DD3. I know it's a pain in the butt. So I'm kind of looking forward to that, easing up on that a little bit. I also think that Xero came across a good point. I think people are getting too excited about, certain specific teams, when you really got to look at the team, like what the node requires, and so, I hope that I just hope that it's not as hard as DD3, because DD3 is I'm a little worried about, but we'll see what happens. I'm still a ways away from there. I'm still worlds away from DD4. DD3 is my next venture as soon as I am done with Black Bolt and I get Ebony Maw unlocked, and so that'll be my next venture. So we'll see what happens.
Well, potentially you might. Well, so I mean, we just had the level increase, so that might make DD3 easier. Taking level 8 characters.
Yeah. I still need to get Phoenix too, so I'm close, I guess.
Yeah, Global's going to be interesting without Phoenix. Not going to lie. I know M is good. I know Sinister's good, but has anyone in the chat done global nodes on DD3 without Phoenix? That'd be interesting.
No.
I did a global node without Phoenix.
There might be somebody still stuck on node 5 going, I can't get a hit in. What the?
It wasn't that bad, but it was difficult, with my alt account, because at that time I didn't have Phoenix unlocked. But when I unlocked Dark Phoenix, I just pretty much went through it a little bit quicker. I'm still in Dark Dimension 3, but moving a little bit faster.
Well, we got Immortal Agent in here. Went through one shot a few nodes in global, so that's pretty crazy with no Phoenix. Insane.
As long as you're gearing up the right, like Xero said, make sure you're smart about it, man. Take the right people into the nodes. Don't just gear up, I don't know.
Hand assassin. That's not going to be the person that you want to take into Dark Dimension. She's not
no.
You want to be smart. You want to be smart about it. The same teams that you're going to be using in DD3, maybe you want to try to use in DD4 as well. So.
Koma brings up a good point. You can bring in Pimp Tech. There you go. Boom. No Phoenix. All right, guys. So moving on to Q&A. Who's been checking the chat? I have to admit, I've been reading it.
I got a couple of them.
Okay, cool.
All right.
I got a couple of them. The first one, if you're ready. This question is from Mendawgs. It is from Avalanche. Came very early. He wanted to know, why do you break things?
That is a very good question that I don't have an answer to. I'm gonna chalk it up to episode 13. It's unlucky for some, and clearly it's unlucky for me.
I thought we agreed we were just going to chalk it up to I sucked up all the luck with my last week, so it just kind of
we did that before we started, but I forgot that. So
it's super another route. It's super impolite to blame the guests. It's super impolite. Craig, you got another one for me?
All right, yeah. And please, this is the last one I got. So, chat, get your questions in. Please hurry. But this one here is from Brad C. He wants to know, once COVID is over, a few streamers like Sage have talked about like an MSF real light kind of meet and greet with all the Twitch streamers. He wants to know everybody's thoughts and opinions on that.
I already said I'm down.
Yeah, I'm down too.
Yeah,
I mean, we gotta find
I'd definitely be down.
Nice middle ground.
Yep.
I mean,
If it's in the Midwest.
So are we gonna do Fiji, because that's halfway between America and Australia?
For me, it all depends, because I might be going to Africa.
Oh, for how long?
So I don't know. Maybe a month or two.
He's not gonna come back. He's gonna leave everything behind.
Oh no, I'm coming back, bro.
I call dibs. I call dibs on all these streaming gear if he chooses not to come back. Just drop on your way over to South America. Just drop it off, bro. Just drop it off.
You can't stream from there. Why can't you stream from there, dude?
Oh, bro, no. Unless if I'm at the hotel, I don't have no Wi-Fi.
He's going for a holiday.
No, you just got to get with Elon Musk and get one of those satellites. You just hook up a thing and then you go, right?
There's a really good question.
All right, is everybody ready for the next question? Oh, Crayvis is down.
Zero wants to mention about something.
So Sleepy Weasel says to Ben, I'm pretty sure Ben has read it, but he wants him to talk about the symbiotes as a free-to-play player. How about this meta?
So as I sort of touched on just real briefly, I do really enjoy the symbiotes. They're going to get a whole lot better when Scream and Anti-Venom get the 7 yellow stars. But looking at them as a free-to-play player, this team is accessible. You know, Symbiote Spider-Man's been out for a very long time. Carnage has been out for a very long time. Venom's been out for a very long time. And then, you know, you, of course, had to kind of be here to get your Anti-Venom, to get your Scream shards, but they're already in orbs. You know, it's only they're on the calendar, you know, to show up wherever they do. So this is a team that's going to help out free-to-play players for sure, because you're going to be able to put it together. It helps you all the way through Ultimate 7, difficulty 5, which is where I use them. You know, they still struggle on some of the boss nodes, but they're not fully, you know, powered up yet. I love the symbiotes. I think they're very well designed. They'll have their time at the top. They beat Black Order. I didn't think anything was going to beat Black Order until Doom. Symbiotes are like giving Black Order the pimp hand or whatever. I'm a huge fan. I can't say enough about them. Build your symbiotes up. Enjoy your raid team. Thanks for the question, Sleepy Weasel. Back to you, Mendawgs.
Yeah, this fool's got
one thing
it.
there.
He's reading a teleprompter, bro.
Can I pin one thing there for the Black Order? I don't know how many actually saw it, but like 2-3 weeks back, I accidentally found a counter to Black Order, Hydra 1.0 on auto, blitz, not paying attention, perfect RNG, took out Black Order with it was about a 21k punch up. My Black,
and that's on my Discord.
Did you have to do the targeting, or did the AI do the targeting for you?
AI did the targeting and everything. If you happen to see the highlight, it looks like I don't realize it's Black Order until the very end. What actually happened midstream was it was my morning stream. I'm sitting there clicking, doing my blitzes, and normally I just look at the point values, select, and run with the highest point value. Every once in a while, I actually pay attention to the team. On that particular moment, I didn't, and I got about 3 clicks into attacks before I realized, oh crap, this is Black Order. What the hell did I do? So I just hit auto and went back to talking about the freaking campaign node, and the team used to 3-star it. So I'm looking back and forth between my monitors, talking to chat, and next thing I know, I look up and Hydra beat Black Order. 212k Hydra against Hydra 1.0 against a 233k Black Order team, and they won on auto, no assists, no targeting, just go.
Jeez.
Try that out, Xero.
You ready?
No,
You guys not ready?
If I take that to war, oh man, I get slaughtered in my alliance. They'll think I was a prankster or something.
All right, this one is from Avalanche. This is to Nietzsche. He said, "Could you clarify who that Aussie asshole is?"
Mendawgs. Straight up. It's
How dare
Mendawgs.
you?
All right. That's not a.
So much love.
This is Hoyoken, I think, something like that.
Kioma,
Sorry, I can't read. I'm kind of dumb.
Kioma,
Kioma. Sorry,
Kioma.
That's
I can't read.
That's the Olympian himself.
Question is, should I gear 14 my full Pimtech team so that they are the gods of global?
Nope.
I heard they're really good for global if you want to use them, but I mean, you can use your
Even you
Marauders
kill,
too,
but
can't you?
Kioma for one is strong.
My thoughts.
Continue.
Oh, sorry. My thoughts are like Ghost and Yellow Jacket are the ones you want. You just leave the 3 in a bench. Just better characters out there.
Let the
I guess
Kraken
it just
fight
depends.
it out.
It just kind of
Let 'em
depends
fight
where
it
you're at in
out.
the game, dude.
Kioma is a Kraken, though.
He
Best
is.
experiences.
He's an
Best
in-game
experience.
player.
Best experience that I've seen. Everybody likes different teams. Play the teams you like. If you enjoy the way that the team plays, build it up. You know, Symbiotes is a strong team, and like Supervillain said, it's real easy for you to build up yourself. I love that team. I put my points into it, and I will probably build Pimtech up as well, just because I like the way that they play. So really, it just comes down to what's your play style. If you like it, build it.
Build it and they will come.
I concur.
Exactly.
I concur.
I've got buddies that have hand teams, and they're waiting for the hand rework. And they have like seriously, they've got 600K hand teams.
Wow.
You don't see 600K hand teams, but I know several guys that they've put all their shit into the hand team, and they decimate some stuff with it. So
they haven't finished Dark Dimension 2, but
But how much is decimating when you had to punch down 200K to get to win?
Last question before we hit final points.
All right, this one's from Rasta Dad. He wants to know from Dapper, how do you make whaling seem so easy? Is it the fedoras?
Oh, it's 100% the fedoras. Between the
And the emergency or the not the emergency, the secret 911 calls that he has to defuse during shows. That is also something that helps.
Oh
with
my
the whaling.
goodness. I forgot about that.
All right, guys. We're going to wrap it up there. Final points.
I do got one more. It's from Breezy. I skipped over it. Oh no, I didn't skip over it. It's just at the bottom of my list.
All right.
Breezy wants to know how we can fix PvP because it's garbage.
All right, we're only going to Nietzsche answer that.
All right, so
In PvP.
honestly, I think the game needs to focus a little bit more on it. Obviously, rewards to some extent.
Rewards.
I would say about a fifth of the community actually likes PvP. And I would say most of the streamers, outside of maybe some of you people, really
Outside of you
don't-
assholes.
don't want to do it.
You people.
I mean, you see a lot of the big streamers, they don't want a PvP, at least on stream. Most PvP happens off stream. Most PvP happens in tournaments, and the game doesn't promote that. And it needs to. It needs to either give some sort of reward, and if you don't like PvP, then maybe it needs to be a reward that doesn't necessarily benefit your account. So I'm a big advocate for skins. Skins as a reward. Because people will do PvP if they get a skin reward. However, people who straight up don't hate PvP, don't want a PvP, whatever, they don't have to do it and get a disadvantage to that. So, big advocate for providing rewards, a reward that doesn't hurt your account, at least to start, until we can get more people involved into the PvP community. Because I think PvP is the thing that brought me really my interest back into the game. I think it's an awesome addition to what we do, what we play, and we can expand upon it. We just need the developers to recognize it and see it for what it could be.
Yep.
Well, as far as like rewards and stuff, if you put, let's say, as much gold as one Blitz character gives you, and about that much leveling materials for PvP, 100% of the game would do it. That's all you got to do. Just look at real rewards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the point when they first introduced the PvP, they put those milestones in. I know every single person.
Yeah, those
in my
were
alliance
fantastic.
went and did that. I would do PvP. I do enjoy the PvP. I don't do it as often, mainly because there's no rewards to it. It's just kind of having fun. I need to do it more in my stream. I've had a couple of people ask me to, and I've done it on stream. But if it had a reward system to it, I would definitely do it more often. Even if it was just skins, like Nietzsche said, I would probably do it because, skins are awesome. And it's kind of a bragging point to go, hey, I got this, I
think what they should do. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
instead of having like this milestone event for the symbiote things that they got going right now, where you can use them in rage, or you can do an arena bet. Why doesn't PvP count? Right? At least make it worth something for your milestones. Don't make it a complete waste of time. Right. That's why nobody does it. Because they want you to do your raid attacks, and you got to log in 3 times a day to hit it if you try to push progress. And your war attacks, you're going to need 4 times a day for that. And then Blitz Run. My God, did you know that there's a really popular character Blitz right now? You need like 36 million or something like that. They want so much of your time anyway. They need to pay you for the time that you spend doing their PvP thing. That's what it is. That's why no one does it.
Yeah.
They do, but I can absolutely see them saying, okay, a lot of the community just doesn't like it because they suck at it. And they just want to auto that PvP fight, get their loss to get that reward. And so adding a skin that doesn't, or adding something that doesn't affect your account in a beneficial or a negative way just allows you to say, okay, I don't like PvP. I don't care about that. I'm not going to do it. Or I like PvP. I'm going to do it and get that reward out of it. I don't know.
But an ELO system fixes that too. If you put in an ELO system, then you can have people that suck fight other people that suck, and there'll actually be some compelling matches. They may enjoy it.
Well, yeah, and the match system is a big issue with that because the way you get matched in those. But then again, you have to have enough people playing it in order to get matched. And obviously, I would love a tournament type system or a ladder type system with ELO.
I have heard, and there we go. Rumor. I have heard.
You're not using that as a plate on off hours, right?
Oh,
it's just that shape.
Yeah.
Who you really are.
Yeah. So no, I've heard rumor that there is going to be an arena for PvP coming out. So I don't think it's replacing arena. I think it's going to be its own thing. I know it's not a tournament thing that Nietzsche said, but it potentially, I think it was March next year. All right, cool. So final points, guys. Carrot, thanks for being on the show. Anything to leave our viewers at home?
Just play and enjoy the game. Have fun and keep being the freaking great community you guys are. I love the support. I love everything else. And I love seeing everybody here hanging out. And I appreciate you guys having me on here. It's been awesome and an honor. And keep being cool.
Thanks, bro, and thanks for coming on. Supervillainben, thank you very much for popping in on the show. Any final points for our viewers at home?
Absolutely. Pleasure as always, guys. I really appreciate you having me on here. Had a great time. It's always a blast to kick around some ideas, talk about what's happening in the game, and talk strategy, compare notes, figure out how to PvP from Nietzsche, all the hits. So I just another week in the books. There'll be a patch next time. You guys are terrific. All the love in the world, love the community, and thank you for having me.
Well, thanks for those kind words. Dapper.
Well, thank you everybody for supporting us, and Nietzsche, thank you for taking over for Mendawgs, since his computer was having a little issue. And everybody, please give Nietzsche, Mendawgs, Carot, Crayvis, Lex, Ben, even though Xero's not there, Xero and myself support on our Twitch and YouTube channel. And before I leave, Sleepy Weasel, yeet.
Lex.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. I love the community. Carrot made a good point, man. If find something in the game that you enjoy. Don't let other people run the game for you. Don't let other channels tell you what to do. Don't let anybody tell you what to do, really. Do what you enjoy in the game. As long as it's helping you progress, you're not just working on hand teams. You know, yeah, you know, but even still working on, you know, do stuff.
Need somebody to get
man.
you through
Find
Villains
things about-
5, man.
Just find it, or just yeah, you just find something you like about the game. You know, even if it's something you work on the side that you enjoy doing, because there's lots of modes that everybody hates, right? You know, everybody hates Blitz. A lot of people hate raids. They get, you know, old. It's like, oh my God, again, right? So find something you really enjoy doing to keep, you know, to keep yourself going and keep the game interesting. And I love the community. You know, everybody says it. I'll say it again. I love you guys. Thank you guys for having me. I love the show. You guys are all really good friends of mine, and I'm happy to be a part of it, man.
Thanks, bro. Nietzsche.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate everyone coming out here, joining us tonight, and every other night that we do this. Sorry for the technical difficulties and that we had to do this on my channel, because normally we do it on Mendawgs. But thank you for coming out. Thank you for joining us, and we love you all.
Crayvis.
All right, fam. I got 2 things for you. Number 1, I've got not 1 but 2 accounts. I'm just milestoning and chilling. So when you miss your shards, it wasn't me that did it to you. All right. So just understand, I'm doing my part so y'all get your goat shards. Okay. I love you guys. I really do. Yeah, and the second thing is that I only had the first thing because I forgot what the second thing was. So there we go. Have a nice day, folks.
And the one, the only, Xero.
He's gone.
All right.
So I'm only gonna say this once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times.
Could you say it into the mic?
I'm saying this once, twice, 3 times, 5. If I see a dislike on this video, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for your kids. I'm coming for your dog and your cat and your grandma. And on top of that, if you guys aren't subscribed to Mendawgs channel for the YouTube, I suggest you go do that so that way you guys can go check on, or you can do a playback and make your own clips of us with bloopers. It doesn't matter, you know. Also, for everyone else here, Dapper does have a YouTube channel. Lex does, Carot does, Crayvis does. Everybody does. I'm pretty sure Ben does as well. I have to subscribe to it. I don't know if I am already. Also subscribe to me because, you know, why not? Everyone just make sure you guys congratulate Goofy on making, you know, Envoy program. Big ordeal, you know, for little fish, for like us people. I don't know.
And if y'all find his hammer, please send it back to him. One of his kids lost it. He's been looking everywhere for it. So please send that thing back to him.
And on top of that, if I don't see you guys in exactly, I think next week on Nietzsche's stream for his birthday, when we're getting toasted, I'm going to be upset. Because we're not only going to get toasted. Because I'm not bringing out the White Claws. I'm bringing out the good stuff. I'm bringing out the Corona seltzers.
Oh. So Wednesday night.
Oh man, but seriously, thank you guys.
Stream.
Wednesday night.
Wednesday night. Some promotion for that one.
Yeah, be there or be square.
Everyone has to drink with me.
Oh, I heard that he drinks very well. I'll drink. Guys, thanks very much. Again, apologies for the technical difficulties. I don't think we've ever had such a
the holidays, bro.
Few many issues. Yeah, it's the holidays, and we were trying to fix a whole bunch of things. So we were just trying some new graphics. So thank you very much, Lex, for that. He's definitely on the staff. I don't pay him, but you know, he's a good guy. Thanks, Carot, for coming on, and thanks Supervillainben. You guys are amazing. Definitely check them out. Their links will be in the description. They're on my server as well, so ping them up on Discord. And you guys have Discords yourselves? We'll put that in the link in the description as well. Again, guys, thank you very much for all the support. Congratulations again to Goofy. I mean, he is exploding. I think he's nearly like 4,000 subs on YouTube, subscribers, whatever, which is absolutely amazing. He joined the Envoy. So we wish him the best. And as I said, it's a bit of a sad time. He has to leave, but it's family sort of is priority, right? So anyway, guys, have a good one. We will be kicking off the after party on my Discord channel. I believe I chucked it on in the chat. I'll do it again just in case, and hopefully we'll see you over there. Take it easy, guys. Cheers.
Are we already on it?